Hey everybody, and welcome back to Falcon Plays Dark Souls. Last episode, kind of a mixed bag. We died, whether by choice or just testing the waters. Trying to give you guys a feel as to where the traps are in Sen's Funhouse. We did die there, indeed. I hold true to my aspects though that I died, just because I was trying to show you guys the ifs and outs and the ins and outs, I should say, of Sen's Fortress. And either way, we did die twice in Sen's Fortress, and it sucks, but at the same time, we did put up an amazing display against the Iron Golem by ourselves. We didn't use Iron Tarkus because we are Iron Tarkus. We didn't need to do anything that Iron Tarkus does because we are the man. So, you know, being the fact that we are a future Tarkus in the making here, I think it really goes well in hand that we actually did pretty well. Now, obviously after we did that, we handled the golem and everything. And I mentioned I was going to do a little bit of farming for upgrades, equipments, and whatnot, you know, chunks, shards, yada yada yada. Well, I was wrong about that because indeed I'm not going to do that. Well, I am, but here's the thing. In order for our claymore to kind of go higher than it is right now, we do, however, need to actually acquire. What we need is the very large ember, as a matter of fact. So we could use it plus, we could extend plus 10, I should be trying to say here, as I forgot how to talk for a second there. There's gonna be another, like a smith down here. Okay. This guy's like more of a magician base, so he could ascend your weapons down to the magical path if you want to go down that route. But obviously, it makes absolutely no interest to us. He could downgrade your weapons as well, because, I want to downgrade my claymore, right? And the lightning spear right now, you can drop it down to regular plus 10 spear, but we have no interest in that at all. Reinforced weapons, yeah, all this stuff right here. And other than that, you could actually purchase a few items from him. He has a few soul items, like the heavy soul arrow and soul arrow itself, but obviously not interested for us because that is not our route at all. Can I recuperate equipment? Probably. Might as well do some of that. No reason not to, I imagine. I mean, I don't think they've ever really gone to a situation where I'm just like, man, I really wish I had I only fixed my equipment, unless like it's literally broken. Obviously, after a while, your equipment will degrade, and it'll start taking a hit in terms of bonuses and whatnot. But unless it's really near the point of breaking, I really ever not see a point in actually repairing stuff right there. But that's just me anyway. Let me get rid of this guy here. He's going to be, well, I was going to say guarding, but in reality, he wasn't doing much guarding. But he's going to have the S-Talk here, which is a pretty interesting weapon to use as well, especially for like dex builds and things to that degree. We're going down here because the very large ember is situated down in Londo Ruins. One of the places I fucking load because of those goddamn ghosts. In order for us to have a chance right now, though, we're going to need to get ourselves, right here, this transient curse, because otherwise, the ghosts in Anno Londo, we can't really hurt them regularly, unless you have a cursed, it's got to be a cursed weapon, right? A cursed weapon, or you're under the influence of curse, I believe, from the frogs, or you have a transient curse, obviously. So for now, as we have that equipped now, good. I'm going to basically do two things right now. I'm going to make a crazy dash towards to get us another Firekeeper soul, and then maybe I'll follow that up by using a homeward bone and getting back to the entrance. And if we don't do that, we'll continue onward. But if I do that, then I'll just cut off and we'll come back over here again. But either way, I want to show you guys where the Firekeeper soul is over here. It's something you could get really early on in the game, as a matter of fact. I kind of put it off for a bit because I'm a fool, but it's something that can actually help you out because it's a really easy thing to get. You just have to go run through here. Okay, well, it's really easy to get, and he gets lost. So, so much for that opinion on my part there. This guy, I believe, is also holding something, right? Yep, he totally was. However, I will never find out what it is because of these goddamn ghosts. So, oh, I zagged and I should have zigged is what happened there. Well, that makes perfect sense. Don't do it, ghost man. Now, the ghosts are hard because they will fuck your life up like so, and oh, I'm pretty much dead now. Oh, they're gonna quit. Yeah. Yeah. I guess they kind of realized who they were dealing with and decided to leave me alone. Thank you for that, cowards. I was almost had you to. Alright, either way, the transient curse is gonna be down through, or not the transient curse, but the Firekeeper is gonna be running down through here. Don't do it, ghost man. Alright, there it is, and fuck you guys. How about that? Alright guys, and sorry for that little cutoff there, but now we are back and we're going to basically go through New Londo. Not through the entire thing, obviously, but we're going to cover the most part of it just because I need to get into the very large ember, as a matter of fact, in order to upgrade my weapon beyond plus 10. So, the first thing that we should probably do here is, once we get into position here, is probably pop this transient curse. I see one of these ghosts already heading my way. And let's kind of deal with them here and give you an idea as to how they work here. It seems like just about one hit's going to be really close to killing them. Not quite, but almost. So that's at least kind of okay. And they can't break your shield too easily. But actually, you know what? Actually, one double hand attack's going to actually take care of them. So that's actually pretty good. Thankfully, we've upgraded our Claymore to a degree, so it's going to make it a little bit easier to kind of get through these guys. They're not particularly hard. They have a really asshole grab attack that reaches really far. And number two, they'll try to crowd you, as a matter of fact. But it's a matter of just pretty much keeping on track of make sure you don't get surrounded by them, number one. And they like to pop up out of places just like so. But let me take care of this guy like so. The plus side, again, though, I will repeat this again, is that the fact that they die really quite easily. So, you know, as long as you don't let yourself get overwhelmed by however many amount of enemies there are, then you should be okay. Down through over here, you could kind of take yourself a little shortcut, but you need to knock down that ladder right there, which you probably can't see, it gets a little bit dark. But I'll show you shortly enough. It's basically like a nice little easy way to kind of avoid this clusterfuck, which we're about to go in through right now. This isn't really necessarily one of my favorite parts of the fucking game. New Londo Ruins, it's just terrifying, man. Okay, don't trap me, Ghost Man. Okay, if you're gonna trap me, then might as well go down swinging, right? Drop it. I'm not trying to be a RoboCop here. I'm like literally mean drop the fucking Estus on you before I die. Let me just walk away. Just walk away right now. Okay. I'm sure I wasn't trying to be RoboCop, even though Hey, you get back over here, you coward. Okay, never mind, sir. I was just talking to this guy, not you. You are quite the manly man. This is gonna be scary, but let's see if this will... Alright, that'll take care of those guys for sure. They'll drop transient curses for you. They drop, I believe they drop them in pairs, and occasionally they'll drop their cursed dagger or some shit like that. Which I do believe it's one of the weapons you do need in order to get the, there's an achievement that, you know, requires a certain... No, okay, woohoo! There's an achievement that requires that you acquire certain rare weapons, and the cursed dagger, I do believe, is one of them, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it is. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Correct me, go ahead. Perfectly fine. I'm pretty used to being wrong most of the time anyway, so no big problem there. Alrighty, all good here. And I don't think there's anything in these pots, but you never know. And, you know, I kind of feel like a really sense of fulfillment when I kind of just fucking roll through those guys like I'm Link or something. Alright. So another thing you got to keep in mind too is make sure that your transient curse is still running, up and at 'em, all that other stuff. Because if it fails on you, you won't be able to damage these guys otherwise. I see you right there. I see your cloak right there, bro. You're not fooling anybody. Yeah. He's not dead, is he? No. Well, apparently he fooled me the second time around. There you go. Luckily I was able to stab him through the wall because I'm a G like that. And we got a parry and dagger, which is a really good weapon. It pretty much ups your counter, or your parry rate, like the window of opportunity for it. But I prefer my shield just because, number one, I'm a coward and I'm not too particularly fond of my parrying skills. Or not that I'm not fond of them, but I'm not too reliant on them because I feel that they'll pretty much fail me at any time due. So this one right here is going to scream, and I believe what it does is it summons other ones, but the scary thing about that screaming ghost is that it actually uses magic, and it uses like crazy thunder attacks. The one right here is kind of easy to kind of deal with, but there's going to be one further down that's going to be more of a pain in the ass because it actually has the range to actually, I guess, attack you from afar before you kind of get close to it. And I believe it gets surrounded by a few of the other the other ghosts and whatnot, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to get to that particular ghost that shoots those lightning bolts. So I'm getting ahead of myself, though. We'll get to that right now. And this is the ladder I was talking about right here. So this will give you a little bit of a shortcut if you are ballsy enough from over there to kind of jump down below and go through here. I didn't know about this shortcut for the longest time, honestly. But it definitely made traveling through New Londo Ruins a lot easier because the thing about New Londo Ruins is there is absolutely no bonfires down here. So whenever you die, you have to pretty much start off from Firelink Shrine or whatever bonfire you last rested at. But yeah, there's going to be basically absolutely next to no bonfires down here. So you kind of want to make your travel through here as secure as possible. This guy, I believe he'll give up if you just kind of outrun him and he would just kind of go back. So it's not really that much of a situation to deal with him, but you never know. Make sure that he's okay. He's down below. Yeah, he's going to hang out down there. I don't think he's going to come after us anymore, right? Famous last words? Yeah, that guy's retreating over there. Yeah, it seems that they're just about done ski with me. Alrighty, so over here is going to be the really, really troublesome spot. Is my Transient's Curse still on? Is it? I don't think it is, so let's go ahead and pop one of these suckers in here. Alrighty. And now get ready for pretty much a colossal amount of these motherfuckers just popping out of nowhere. Let's see, you kind of want to draw the ones from outside first and foremost, and kind of just deal with them as a one-by-one basis. The thing about them is they do tend to start retreating, and then that kind of sucks because then, okay, hey, whoa there, whoa, 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 where the fuck are you going? No, no! Alright, I would like the record to show really quickly here that the only reason I died is not because of my own foolish gameplay, no, but I wanted to show off this amazing shortcut that I wanted you guys to be aware of when you go through Londo Ruins and basically fall into the same situations that I have. But you see, I knocked this ladder down, but I knew a few guys were going to be like, hey, Falcon, I saw you knock that ladder down, but how do I use it, bro? I'd be like, yeah, there you go. You go through there and you jump over and then you use the ladder and there you're good. Shortcut, right? That's the reason I died, not because of my poor gameplay. Unfortunately, even I don't believe myself. So, either way, that was a terrible fucking display on my part. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and knock this Transient Curse in here, and hopefully we have better luck this time around. Where is my bloodstain? It's the real question here. Okay, well, I guess you guys could keep my bloodstain. Cool, that's perfectly fine. Not like I needed those souls anyway. Are you gonna... Okay. Hey, stop it. Sorry, I'll walk away. It's all good, man. Don't fucking do that lunge attack shit on me, okay? Alright, so 2 of those guys inside are done. Let's actually just knock this down really quickly. You know, these guys die with only 1 attack of my 2-hand thing, so I should keep that in mind. Those other assholes should be popping up soon enough. Yeah, there they go. However, they are underground, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. Don't do it. Ghost man. Goes him, and oh yeah. Nice try, dick. What do we have here? Transient Curse. Good. That's going to help out. Hey, stop it. Perfect. Alrighty. We're good. Now, the dangerous one is going to be this bitch over here. And she is the dangerous one, so let's just go. Let's do it. There you go. So she is now dead. Okay, and now let me get rid of these guys here. Okay. She's a lot harder when you don't get aggressive with her. If you don't get aggressive and let her just take her sweet time, she will start basically shooting some thunderbolts at you and shit like that. So things could get a little bit hairy really quickly here. So as long as your weapon could produce a lot of high damage really quickly enough, you should be okay with her. So there you go. She is now done ski. We had a few Transient Curses as well. That situation is pretty much handled with. We're going up right now, and we're going to basically kill Ingward. There's 2 ways you could do Ingward. One is not kill him, and wait till you get the Lord's Soul after you go through Orlando. But we're not going to be taking that route. We're going to basically just kill that man, because either way, we want to join the Dark Raids, just because I feel that, is it Framp? It's Framp, and who is the Serpent for the Dark Raids? I always forget his goddamn name. But either way, I prefer him a lot more because I feel that he doesn't bullshit as you. He doesn't bullshit you as much as Framp does, although, you know, they're, you know, pretty much just about the same in reality. So we got that item. Now let's actually go through here. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Cool. So I think those are most of the ghosts from this area altogether. Maybe I might be missing 1 or 2 or so, but I think for the most part that we've covered just about all of them. Going up through here is going to basically give you access to Ingward, and there is indeed the man, and we will be killing him. It sucks to kill him because, number 1, he could basically cure you from the curse status, but I don't really see myself getting cursed anytime soon, so with that in mind, Ingward, I'm sorry, bro, but it's got to happen. It's got to happen indeed. When you get the Lord Vessel's soul, he will just hand you over the key in order to access the 4 kings, but if you want to take a quicker route about it, you can just kill him, and there you go. This is only basically if you want to get the very large ember, or, you know, but if you want to probably go down there and farm dark rates and whatnot, which isn't that bad of an idea, as a matter of fact. If you're gonna have the very large ember, you're gonna be going down to regardless, so you'll be dealing with a few dark rates. But in the process, it's good because at the same time you could where am I going? See if I trying to not turn myself around and trying to remember the English language. Basically, What was I even trying to say, honestly? I don't even know. So let's just forget about it. Probably not even important. But essentially, when you get the key, you could essentially open up the path to the Four Kings down below. I apologize. I completely lost my train of thought that I had going on there, and I kind of just turned myself around. So let's actually try to start this anew, and let's try to start with a new train of thought here. I think there's going to be another ghost up here still, and there's a few items you can still kind of acquire, but I'm not really too interested in that. I'll just grab this one for the sake of it. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Probably humanity, or some sort of soul item. Yep, humanity. And I think that there's going to be another ring of sacrifice right over there. I suppose I could grab it. I guess I'll grab it really quickly just for the sake of a quote-unquote semi-completionist type of thing there. So if you go down through there... Oh, there's another item down below. I didn't see that one. Alright, so rare ring of sacrifice, yada yada yada. Can I just drop down through there? I want to say I could, assuming I have a proper conception of depth here. Okay, there you go, perfect. Oh, hey! Hey, you! Alright, there goes the last one of those, I'd imagine. And we get a Curse Bite Ring, and the Curse Bite Ring is actually pretty good because it keeps you from getting cursed. Or it doesn't keep you from getting cursed, but it does up your defense to it quite handily for sure. So I think that was probably the last of the ghost, if my memory serves correctly here. What do we have over here? The Green Titanite Shard, cool. And that's about it. So let's actually get back above. We'll use the key to the seal to drain out Londo. Londo was obviously well, not obviously, but it was actually flooded completely because when the Dark Rates appeared, it was the only way apparently to save the rest of the world essentially. So they had to flood that area out. Contraption does not move. Where do I need to go? Is through, yeah, use the key to the seal here, and this will basically unflood Londo and give you access to all this shit again. Excellent. Alrighty. So once that's been basically you have access to it now, you could go down through here. We haven't actually gone through this area right there, but that is basically where the blue dragons are at, which you could kind of farm dragon scales. There's also a dragon zombie down there. We haven't actually gone through there just yet, even though we've had access to it from the start of the game because we have the master key. But we'll probably check that out later. For the meantime, though, what I'm really interested in is in the very large ember, and I still need to acquire that. I mean, now I have access to it, but I still have to kind of go through a few hairy situations to kind of get my hands on it. Let me quickly investigate over here. I do believe there should probably be a bow of some kind over here, the composite bow, maybe. Yeah, composite bow indeed. No ghosts? No. Okay, surprised. I thought there would have been a ghost here guarding that, but okay, good. So we got the composite bow now. And, or composite bow, whatever you want to go with there. Let me go back, and now we could actually take the elevator downward. The situation here is that we are still, not completely safe here, as a matter of fact. Getting the very large ember still requires, some amazing kind of, battling with the Dark Rates. The Dark Rates are not necessarily hard, they're just, when you haven't played Dark Souls like I have in a while, you kind of forget their pattern, but, hopefully it doesn't go too bad. The thing that always scares me about this area is obviously most of Londo is that, like I mentioned before, no save points or no bonfires, so essentially, if you fuck up, it's on you. As you can see here, these are all the bodies essentially that were lost when Londo was flooded, so quite a fucking massacre indeed. Alrighty, so here is indeed a Dark Raid. So let me quickly put my Estus Flask up. They're not that hard. Every now and then they have like a really tricky attack pattern where they take one more swing that you really thought they would. So as long as you have their attack pattern quite right, they shouldn't be that much of a problem, but you know, something to keep in mind for sure. So there, one backstab and one swing did it, and we got a Titanite Chunk, which is really amazing because that's what we need to upgrade our Claymore after we get the very large ember. So once you're down here, if you have the covetous gold ring and the humanity, you can stack it up to 10, obviously, humanity, but the first one's the one that gives you the biggest upgrade to your item discovery. it's a pretty good spot in order if you want to get some Titanite slabs and Titanite chunks and what have you. So that's something to keep in mind if you're trying to upgrade your weapon quite easily. There's gonna be another dude around right here. Let's see. Don't. So right there, what he was trying to set me up for was a use his dark hand to drain my humanity or my health and whatnot. Another chunk. Good, good, good. Now I haven't. I've mentioned I haven't played Dark Souls, so I'm not in a while. So I'm not entirely sure if they've upped the, I guess the drop rate for certain items and whatnot. 2 China chunks back to back is a little bit new form. When you exit this area, is this where the blobby dude is at? No, not yet, I think. So let me deal with this dark rate first and foremost here. Don't kick down my shield, you asshole. I mean, that's a good way to actually get around it, but don't do it because it puts me in a tough spot here. So there goes this guy indeed. No item from you. Okay. And there's gonna be another bro just kind of hanging out right over about here. Let me see if I could parry this motherfucker. Yeah, I can. Uh-oh! I thought there was one of these guys here. Oh, shit. Don't do it. No! Oh! No! So you find yourself in a clusterfuck situation here. You just kind of got through Enter Londo, it was a pain in the ass. You don't want to go through all that stuff again, and you died because, you know, you were trying to show off that you could still parry. So you died, and what do? You don't want to go through all that again. So indeed, what you do instead of going through all that shit again, is just roll off over here, and boom, baby. A little bit of a shortcut back to where the dark rates are at. So this is actually a good, I wanted to show this off as well because it's a good way to actually farm the rates a lot easier. Speaking of the rates, there should be one hiding somewhere around here. If I could just find them. Where is this fucking rate at? Let me kind of turn myself around over here. There you are. Again, I haven't been down here in a while. I haven't played Dark Souls in a while, so I know there's enemies down here. Just trying to figure out where the fuck indeed it is. Put your dark thing down, bro, okay? And let me just stab you in the back, get you out of the way. You are now dead. Good to go. Excellent. Alright, you're gonna drop anything for me, though. So, that was just a little bit of a shortcut in case you end up dying down here, which could indeed happen. I mean, you know, when you're over here farming and whatnot. So, now what we want to do is, obviously, I knew there was a blob enemy there. I called it, and then I forgot that he was there, or didn't realize how close he was to me, and then I was stuck trying to parry this guy, and then I got a little bit too overzealous, and I was like, yeah, I could fucking parry anything, and then next thing you know, I kind of got gang fucked by all these guys here. Blob dude is not hard, he's just kind of a pain in the ass, and he shoots his little flaming skulls that kind of explode and blow up and whatnot. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same old tactic that you do in Dark Souls. You draw out an enemy, and then it will give you better access to fight the other enemies a lot easier. Dark rate, don't be such a dick right now, okay? So there you go. It's gonna be one of those dark rates down for sure. And that's exactly what these guys do. They blow up and, wow, that's a bigger radius than I'm used to. And Blob Dude's gonna be over there, and he's gonna shoot his shit at me again. That's not gonna work this time. You know what? That's honestly the first time I've ever been, fucked that way by this Blob Dude, so that was pretty interesting. It was at least cool because I've never seen that animation done to me before. So it's weird because a lot of things it's gonna be like first-hand things that happen to me this run through, which kind of makes me seem like I'm a terrible player, which, you know, it could be. I mean, I'm not a great player at all by any stretch of the imagination. I'm decent. I'm doing a lot terrible this time around than I have in times past. So it's kind of like, you know, put up or shut up, bro. I mean, when the time counts, you're over here doing terrible, so you expect people to believe you're just good because you say you are, and no, I'm sure that's not the case. I'm not good, I'm average at best. I make a lot of mistakes, though. That's my biggest concern, is that I don't pretty much play up to my understanding here. I'm over here just trying to rush it. Another chunk, that's good. A slab would be pretty amazing at some point or another. Now, again, like I've also mentioned, I haven't played Dark Souls in a minute, so in terms of drop rates, sometimes, I think I at one point or another heard that the slabs had been either patched up or patched down, so maybe you can't even get slabs from here anymore. Like I said, I haven't kept up with the news in terms of patch and upgrades and updates and all that other shit. You used to be able to, that's all I can tell you right now. So there we go, that's all good to go there. Nothing hidden mouth, nope, okay. Humanity, good. And the very large ember should be just about in our grasp now. I believe it's kind of going to be going up these stairs, and you find it hanging out in a ledge somewhere. If it's not this one, then it's going to be the other one. But let's find out. And Solar Braywar, yep. So it's the other ledge essentially. So I think. If not, it's going to be the opposite side of this area. I'll get it right eventually. Don't rush me, guys. I'll get to it. No, I think this is the right path though. Totally should be. I stake my name on it. If not, then, you know, fuck it, I'll change my name. Instead of Falcon, I'll be that lion scumbag. Not that Falcon's really my name, I mean, it's a cool bird and everything like that. It's a kind of cool sounding name, but I'm not sure how I'd really react to people calling me Falcon in reality, like, you know, on a day-to-day basis. Like, you know, my parents would come up to me and be like, hey, Falcon, how you doing? I'd be like, don't call me that, guys. And here should be the very large ember indeed. Excellent. Now we take this back to Andre and we'll be able to fucking upgrade our shit up the ass. So that's exactly what we wanted to do. And that's exactly what we're going to cover for Enter Londo today. So next time, guys, we'll basically, we'll start heading off to Enter Londo. I'm a fucking imbecile. That's what we wanted to cover of today of New Londo Ruins. For our next episode, we will be going to Enter Londo. We'll be dealing with Ornstein and Smo, and we'll be finally getting our Iron Tarkus equipment finally, so that's actually a good thing as well. So either way, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this terrible run through New Londo Ruins to get the very large ember. Hopefully you learned things and how not to do things. I'll catch you guys next time.